You're gonna love what good golly Miss Holly has cooked up for us today.
We call her Cupcake Lady. I'm sure her mom calls her Hollis Wilder.
I wanted to salmon. You know how I am. I'm like a total risk taker.
Wait, isn't it gonna taste fishy?
To set myself apart from the competition, I needed to make the salmon happen. My name's Hollis Wilder, and I'm the owner of Sweet by Good Golly Miss Holly in Waterford Lakes, Florida. I started out on the savory side of food. I'm a self-taught chef, and I was cooking for many, many years in Los Angeles for celebrity clients. I was cooking for Jay Leno and doing intimate holiday gatherings for he and his wife. I made food for Michael Jackson's Airplane, and Will and Grace really was what put me on the map. I said to my husband, we don't need to live in LA anymore, we can go to another part of the country. And so when I arrived in Orlando and looked at the landscape for what was available, there were no cupcakes here. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to open up multiple cupcake stores. And then the surprise really happened when the Food Network created the Cupcake Wars as a new show. And they just found me and called and said, would you like to be in our Cupcake Wars? And of course, that is insane. I mean, that is like crazy. And then to win twice, it's been like the snowball of crazy happiness.
Tell us about what we have here.
It's a lemon-scented cupcake, which offsets the fact that there is cold-smoked salmon in that cupcake.
Let's see if it was a hole-in-one.
I really like this cupcake.
Oh, God.
It's good.
Thank you.
I was scared, but it was amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Hollis, you are the winner of Cupcake Wars. Congratulations.
When I had the win from the salmon cupcake, that was fantastic because it opened up this whole new arena of cupcake meets savory and really put me on the map as somebody that thinks outside the box. I got the making the filling.
I got the cake.
This is an event that has to be fit for a queen. It can't be a savory cupcake. We are gonna kick this. Get those cakes in the oven.
Hollis, you set the bar pretty high. Tell us what you did now.
The first one, it is a ginger cupcake with a lime buttercream. It's zested with fresh lime and then topped off with fresh mint and opal basil. The next cupcake is an almond cupcake in a raspberry glaze topped with Swiss meringue, and then a stack of 2 almond sponge cakes, and then the glazed raspberry on top. The third cupcake is a gluten-free chocolate scented with cardamom, chocolate buttercream dusted with dark chocolate, and then a handmade bird's nest with a jewel-encrusted bird's egg.
Suspense is killing me.
Well, Hollis, I have to say, I literally feel like I'm seated at one of the top restaurants in New York, and this is like the dessert tasting menu. My mouth was just sort of exploding with flavors one by one. The texture was there, the flavors were there.
And Hollis, you decided to interpret the message of the Rose Parade a little bit differently, conveying a theme of hope. But there can only be one winner. Hollis. You're the winner of Cupcake Wars again.
I was going with what my inspiration was, and I was right on.
Perfect for this event.
It's so good.
It means so much more because I went up against all winners. That just takes me to a completely different level. There's the decorative fashion aspect of how to look at food in a different way. And it's also about looking beyond the cupcake pan and what I can create beyond the cupcake pan. My ideas are much more difficult to implement, and that's what gets me up in the morning. I'm thoughtfully creating where the cupcake can go, and that's inspirational to me. I think what makes the Miss Holly brand interesting is that it is savory, it is sweet, and as it continues to grow and the more recognition I've gotten, like with the Cupcake Wars, I've been able to create and set a stage for an ambiance, if you will, for the foods that I'm serving to my clients. Tonight we're here at Disney's Epcot celebrating the United Way charitable event Chef's Gala, and I'm so honored to be here creating a magic carpet ride display with Moroccan themed cupcakes.
The cupcakes are awesome. Hollis makes the best cupcakes, satisfies my sweet tooth, and the food is beautiful.
Oh, it's outstanding.
The big question is, how do I stay so fit eating these cupcakes and tasting all of this food? It's all about minimize to maximize. And the mini cupcake and what I have created in the mini cupcake allows you to indulge without feeling badly about the fact that you're going to have to get up the next day and work out.
You have to see this. You know these cupcakes by now. They are award-winning cupcakes, and whenever we have cupcakes in the studio, you know the famous face behind it is Hollis Wilder, but she also makes some savory foods as well.
Instead of butter, I use the Smart Balance spray.
That's a good tip.
Absolutely phenomenal. That goes right on there, comes out like this, toasty, delicious.
I so want to eat that right now.
Today you're taking a look at Holly Pops.
Holly Pops.
This is what you call it. Hollis Wilder is joining us today.
My clients demand it, and so we create it for them.
What is it?
It's a cake. It's our cupcakes smooshed, which is so much fun for the children at home. You take the cake, you smush it with the icing, you then chill it in the refrigerator.
What would you think if we told you a Central Florida woman wants to change lives through cupcakes?
She calls the successful concept, like it says on the t-shirts in her store, minimize to maximize. Of course, it also makes it easier on the waistline. And Holly has another passion, teaching kids to make the most of themselves.
How to work, how to be of service, to make things happen in your life. They're not just handed to you. Now you're going to screw it in.
That's old school.
Right, this is so easy for the children.
Look how
Screw it
easy,
in.
I just screwed it.
And now you're going to ice it.
Okay.
And this is a great hostess gift if you're having a little party and you want to put Heidi's name on it. And
That's
sit it down.
adorable.
I would love that.
How cute is that?
A little dinner party.
Dinner party.
But you can do
And here's why parents won't mind filling their little ones with sugar. All of the proceeds today, they go directly to Florida Hospital for Children.
One of the proceeds from all of the Magic Cupcakes actually go back to the Orlando Magic Youth Fund. So if you guys have a sweet tooth, you want to get out there and support your team, head on over to Sweet by Good Golly Miss Holly and have a Magic Cupcake.
Let me just tell you, these are basically recycled from my ornaments from last year, and I thought, what can I do beyond the edible cupcake? Well, why don't we just use the sprinkles and the sugar and create handmade ornaments that say cupcake, but in a really creative way.
And so now a whole host of opportunities have opened themselves up to me, and it's great to see what's going to be next.